Assalamu alaikum dear students. This is Department of English, Government Postgraduate College Attic. I am Nasir Ali Shah. Students, in our yesterday's lecture we read that the old man Santiago was into the deep sea far away from the shore on the 85th day. He had dropped his different beds tied with different hooks at the different depths in the water. He was still in search of some big fish when he saw a big uh, bird of prey who was also in search of some fish. That big bird was a great help for the old man, because where the bird was searching and trying to dive into the water, it meant that there are some small fish which the bird could catch and eat as a prey. And it also meant that around those small fish there must be a big fish or some big fish there. That is why when the old man saw that big bird slanting and diving into the water, he exclaimed happily and he said aloud, "Dolphin, big dolphin." Then he slowly went down towards where the bird had dived into the water. But the bird was now very close to the surface of the water. As he watched, the bird dipped again, slanting his wings for the dive and then swinging them wildly and ineffectually as he followed the flying fish. Now the old man again watched that bird, dipped again, slanting his wings. Dipped again means he dived again downwards towards the water, slanting his wings for the dive and then swinging them wildly and ineffectually. Wildly means forcefully, and ineffectually means not producing the required results, or ineffectively. He was swinging his wings as he followed the flying fish. It meant that those flying fish were big in size, and moreover they were very fast in their movement, and the bird, when came close to them to catch them, then again soared higher into the air, and he was swinging or flapping his wings wildly and ineffectually because he was unable to catch those fish. The old man could see the slight bulge in the water that the big dolphin raised as they followed the escaping fish. As the old man knew that there must be some big dolphin around those flying fish, because they were in a large number, those flying fish, and following those flying fish, the old man could see there was a slight bulge into the water. Bulge means raised part or raised surface into the water. There was a slight bulge in the water that the big dolphin raised. This bulge or this raised surface in the water was due to the huge size of the dolphin, which was which was swimming very close to the surface of the water, under the water, as they followed the escaping fish. The dolphin were cutting the water below the flight of the fish and would be in the water. Those dolphin fish were cutting through the water, means they were swimming very speedily through the water, just like cutting it below the flight of the fish. As the flying fish left the water and jumped into the air, and under them into the water, the dolphin were moving very speedily, driving at a speed. When the fish dropped, where those flying fish dropped after jumping into the air, the dolphin were speeding towards that part. It is a big school of dolphin, he thought. The old man thought that it is a big school of dolphins. School means a large group of something. They are widespread and the flying fish have little chance. Those big dolphin are widespread, means there are a lot of them and there are many of them, and they are widespread apart into the wider area of the water. So these flying fish have little chance, mean they have no chance to escape from those dolphin. The bird has no chance. Moreover, the bird also has no chance because the bird also is unable to catch those fish. The flying fish are too big for him and they go too fast because those flying fish are big in size and they go too fast. That is why that bird is unable to catch them as a prey. He watched the flying fish burst out again and again, and the ineffectual movements of the bird. Now again, he watched the flying fish. They were coming speedily, bursting out of the surface of the water again and again, and moreover, he also saw the ineffective or useless movements of the bird. That school has gotten away from me, he thought. Then he thought that this big group of fish or large school of fish has gotten away from me, means it has gone away from me, out of my range at a great speed. It went away from me. They are moving out too fast and too far. Because they are moving out or ahead too fast and too far means their speed is very great and I cannot catch them. But perhaps I will pick up a stray. Stray means the one who has lost his way, means he hopes that perhaps I can pick up some stray fish which is left from the rest of the school or from the rest of the group which is left behind, and perhaps my big fish is around them. And moreover, he hopes that his big fish that he wanted to catch, actually, in fact, it must be around those flying fish. My big fish must be somewhere. He expresses his hope, his wish, as well as his hope and optimism, and he thinks that my big fish must be somewhere. This sentence is very important again. It shows his hopefulness and optimism, and he thinks that it must be there, and that is why he should not lose his heart. The clouds over the land now rose like mountains, and the coast was only a long green line with the grey-blue hills behind it. Now when he looked behind towards the shore, he saw that the clouds over the land, the clouds over over the part of the populated part of the area where he had come from, out to the shore, they rose like the mountains. They looked like great huge mountains, and the coast was only a long green line with the grey blue hills behind it. And the coast and the shore or the coastal line, it just looked like a long green line because it was very low down the surface, and there were grey blue hills behind it. The water was a dark blue now, and the color of the water here into the deep sea or into the open sea, it was a dark blue, so dark that it was almost purple. It was so dark that it seemed as if it were a purple color. As he looked down into it, he saw the red sifting of the plankton in the dark water. While he was looking down into the dark blue water, he also saw the great sifting. Sifting means little specks or little drops of something spread into the water, sifting on the planktons in the dark water, and the strange light the sun made now. And he also saw the strange light that appeared from the reflection of the sun now into the water. He watched his lines to see them go straight down out of sight into the water. He was also watching his lines which he had dropped into the water. They were going straight down out of sight into the water, and he was happy to see so much plankton. He was also happy to see a lot of plankton roll, those little sea creatures, we may say, of reddish color, just like little drops or specks into the water, because it meant because it meant fish. He was happy to see those plankton because it meant that there must be a lot of fish there. The strange light the sun made in the water now, the sun was higher, meant good weather. Now the sun was higher into the sky. It was almost time of the midday. It was the strange light of the reflection of the sunlight into the water. It also meant that the weather would be fine and good, and so did the shape of the clouds over the land, and also the shape of the clouds which he just saw over the land behind the shore. It also meant that the weather would be fine throughout the day. These things show the old man's experience as a fisherman. He had been for long years in to that area as well as into the sea. He had been fishing for many years. That is why he could guess about the weather, what type of weather would be throughout the day or throughout some days, even for weeks or for months, by looking at the sun, by looking at the flow of water, and also by looking at the shapes of clouds. He could guess about the weather. It shows that he was a very experienced fisherman. But the bird was almost out of sight now, and nothing showed on the surface of the water but some patches of yellow, sun-bleached sargasso weed and the purple, formalized, iridescent, gelatinous bladder of a Portuguese man of war floating close beside the boat. He could not see the bird now. He was gone out of sight. But he could see only on the surface of the water some patches of yellow sun-bleached sargasso weed. Sargasso is a kind of seagrass. Sargasso weed he could see, and the purple, formalized, iridescent, gelatinous bladder of a Portuguese man of war. Iridescent mean showing color like rainbow, or showing with different colors even into the darkness. Formalized mean having a definite form or shape. Gelatinous bladder of a Portuguese man of war. Gelatinous mean having a jelly-like shape, just like a jelly. Portuguese man of war mean it is a soft sea creature that can sting poisonously. So the old man saw that Portuguese man of war, which is a sea creature just like a bubble, and it seems to be just like a jelly, and it is poisonous as well. It was floating very close to his boat. It turned on its side and then righted itself. It turned itself. It floated cheerfully as a bubble, with its long, deadly purple filaments trailing a yard behind it in the water. It was floating, it seemed as if it was floating very cheerfully or happily as a bubble, just like a bubble on the surface of the water, with its long, deadly purple filaments. Filaments are very long, just like threads trailing behind, long purple, and they are deadly, means they are very dangerous or poisonous. Purple filaments trailing a yard behind in the water means this animal, sea creature, had thread-like filaments which were trailing behind, and they were about a yard long, but they were very deadly and dangerous. The old man saw it. Students, this is enough for today's lecture. We shall continue reading the text with explanation in our next lecture.